Goon Gorilla here. Does the Huxwrx Ventum 556 suck? Stick around. What's up? I'm here with the Huxwrx Ventum 556 suppressor. I've had this suppressor now for about 2,000 rounds, and we're gonna do a deep dive review into this suppressor. And spoiler alert, it does not suck. And I'm actually surprised that the gun community isn't screaming from the rooftops about this suppressor. So really the key features about this suppressor is that it is the Huxwrx flow-through technology. So this suppressor comes with a direct mount, 1/2x28 thread adapter with the suppressor, so you can screw it onto any of your AR-15 556 platforms. It is also hub compatible for QD mounts. Right now I'm just using the thread adapter, the 1/2x28, because I can literally just screw this suppressor onto any of my AR-15s. It only increases back pressure by 5%, so you don't have to do any special tuning to your gun. Literally, I just screw this onto whatever gun I want to use it on. And primarily, with the 2,000 rounds that I've shot through the suppressor so far, has been through a BCM 16-inch rifle and a BCM 11.5-inch upper. And it's cycled and functioned completely perfect. This suppressor is hearing safe. I've had a career in helicopters and sirens and guns and music, and I do shoot it with hearing protection, but I have shot it without, and it does not mess with my ears at all. It's completely hearing safe. You have a flash hider here on the tip, and like I'd mentioned, it's a Huxwrx flow-through technology. So it's a stainless steel housing, and inside the stainless steel housing is the Huxwrx Flow titanium baffle system. And so we're gonna open this guy up, and we're gonna look at what it looks like after 2,000 rounds. I haven't opened it up since I got it and mounted it on the rifle. We're gonna do that. I also have some footage, some range footage, and I also have some footage of the flash that this produces, or lack of flash, rather, under NVG. So let's go ahead and do this deep dive, guys. All right, so to start off, the reason why I am surprised that this suppressor isn't getting as much love as it should is this suppressor, it's in, like I mentioned, it's in a stainless steel housing. It has the same baffle system as the more expensive Huxwrx Flow 556 Ti. That's a really cool looking suppressor. It looks really cool. A lot of guys are running them, a lot of gun tubers. John Lovell runs them, Garand Thumb, Terran Tactical. I even saw it recently in the movie The Accountant. The 556 Flow Ti is a really cool looking suppressor. And it's 3D printed titanium, and it's one piece. It's still self-serviceable, but what's cool about the Ventum is that it's in the stainless steel housing. The housing comes apart, which we're gonna open up here in a sec, but that baffle system is the same in both suppressors. Now the 556 Flow Ti, MSRP is around $1,600. The MSRP for the Ventum 556 is $999, and actually you can get it a lot cheaper than that. To kind of understand why flow through technology is cool, and it's basically the next generation of suppressor technology. Now, keep in mind, guys, I'm not an artist. This is kind of just my quick rendering of the difference between flow through and traditional suppressor technology. So with traditional suppressor technology, you have baffles that trap the gases and force the gases back into the gas tube and then back into the rifle. And then the bullet clears the suppressor, and it doesn't have the report that it would have if it exited the rifle with all those gases. Now the flow-through technology, you still have the gases that come out of the tip of the suppressor. However, rather than a baffle system that stops those gases and forces them backwards, those gases still flow through the suppressor and out the end of the suppressor, but it goes through kind of like a maze. And so while it's going through the maze, it's slowing those gases down, and the bullet leaves the suppressor before the gases do. And that it decreases the report. So next up, we have a little bit of range footage. And what I really noticed when shooting the suppressor, once you get past the cool part of, it being hearing safe and it suppressing the sound, is you really notice that it reduces recoil and the gun shoots a lot flatter. So you have faster target acquisition, and really it just makes the rifle more accurate. Again, super, super happy with this suppressor. So in this next footage, I'm going to show you what the suppressor looks like under NVG. And I do have the IR illuminator on my goggle and on the PEC unit. With titanium suppressors, they're known to make send sparks. And I really haven't seen any of the sparks, during daytime or nighttime operation of the suppressor. So we're going to go ahead and open up the suppressor. It does come with this wrench flat that has all the different attachments you need to service your suppressor. I went ahead and off camera loosened this so we can screw it off the rifle. It is, with the direct thread, it does take quite a few turns versus like a QD system, but you can literally thread this onto any rifle using this thread adapter. So we will go, and there we go. Keeps going, keeps going. It's not quick. All right, so we'll go ahead and move the rifle off to the side there. All right, so I went ahead and loosened these off camera because it takes a little bit of doing because they were torqued down and with the heat and whatnot. So this is the flash hider end cap here. I'm gonna go ahead and screw that off. And the thread adapter side, go ahead and screw that off. And we're gonna take a first look at what this suppressor looks like after approximately 2,000 rounds. So we do got carbon buildup in there, and you see the 3D printed titanium baffle system in there. And we'll turn it and look at it on this end. And there's quite a bit of carbon there. It's going to come out this end. So I'm going to push, and it isn't freely just pushing out of there. So I'm going to go ahead and hit it with some CLP and let it soak. And then we'll push the baffle system out and take a look at it. Alright, so I hit it with some CLP and let it soak, and I tapped it on this end with a 1-inch dowel, as mentioned on the Huxwrx website. We're going to just go ahead and pull this guy out the end. Alright, so there we go. That is the 3D printed Ventum flow baffle system. So we do got, it's dirty, but it's not really as dirty as I expected it to be. So since we have it open, I'm going to go ahead and do the maintenance on it. I'm going to go let it soak in a CLP solution. And then basically you just put it back together and fire rifle, and it blows all the loose carbon or any leftover carbon that's inside out of the rifle, or out of the suppressor rather. This is the stainless steel housing, and we'll probably get that cleaned up too. We got some carbon buildup in there as well. And that is the Ventum, Huxwrx Ventum 556 taken apart. So that's what you got there. You got your end cap thread adapter, and your end cap flash hider. And that's what she looks like after 2,000 rounds. So in conclusion, does the Huxwrx Ventum 556 suppressor suck? No, it does not. It is a great suppressor and a great offering from Huxwrx. Really, flow-through technology is next generation for suppressors. Goon Gorilla is a new channel, so please like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps grow the channel, and it really helps us out. And as always, God bless America. Stay safe out there, and thank you for watching.